Welcome back to Taiwan Outlook. Our special guest today is the design director of the Fantasia Studio, and she's Miss Yin Liao. Miss Liao, we've been talking about the design world and your own career. But to design is one thing, but to run a design company is another. You now become an owner of the Fantasia Studio design company. What's the most difference part of being a designer and the owner of a design company?
Actually, we talk about brand.
Yeah.
Okay. Brand.
That's right.
Okay. Actually, now I'm creating my own brand now.
That's right.
Yes. And yeah, it's quite a lot of things different. Yeah. For design, yes, we have to like what I say, designer, what the elements, what the character we should have, and now for the branding things. Actually, for me also not the things new for me because as you know, I win the prize for branding.
That's right.
But if we run a brand, of course we'll need something that is about business.
So what's the most important element in making a successful brand?
Okay, now I make the definition of design and branding. Okay, design is the combination of art and life. So a good designer should have the taste of art and observing of people's life, and they have to jump into the life also. And branding is something going to influence people. The people is not just the clients, but also the people, maybe not just in your country, maybe all over the world.
That's right.
And you will make people to believe in you, and when they see the brand, they found a philosophy inside.
That's right.
Therefore, you have to study more and more about the social science, the psychiatry, and philosophy, and so on.
But as we know that some brands are purely local brands, but some are international brands.
Yeah.
So what makes a brand international, global?
So then you have to find the spirit, the philosophy, which is having the timeless value.
Any successful brand that you want to suggest to that kind of spirit, of philosophy. But as we know that in creating a brand, it's quite difficult. Especially you have to look into the market first.
Yeah.
So what's the ideal market you are looking at right now? Local market or the world market already?
Yeah, I'm only interested in world market.
World market, very ambitious. So what are the products of your company?
I will, in the beginning, I'll start from female things, the fashion things, accessory, clothes, and of course some clothing. Yeah.
Okay. But will you be continuing to compete in these kind of competitions?
Actually, I think the competition is just the past. And now I'm starting for really my own brand. Because then when I'm having my own brand, I don't need other brand or other people other institution to tell me that you are good. I want the world to buy it and say I'm wonderful.
That's right. Are you also recruiting young people, young designers to design for you, or you do all the designs by yourselves?
I will be the design director, which will I will direct the way where we are going. Yeah. And of course, I'll design most of part in the beginning. I have to train in some people for me, right. And something for designer also important. We are not just observing, I say, life. We also have to observe all the products now in the world. Yeah. And observing is not copying. Actually, we are trying to look at all those things. Maybe for this season we watch all the clothing, for example. Then we are looking for something which is missing in this season, and people will certainly, because they are for a period of time in some element, just those things. Then they will come out some kind of thinking that we need something. Then that's what the design director is doing. They find people's hunger, so we show the other way. So when the way come out, people will jump to the other direction.
That's right. While we are talking in private, you say that there's a slight difference between fashion industry and design industry. What's the difference between the two?
Yeah, usually when we say design, maybe here in Asia we think about industrial design and maybe interior design. But actually in Europe, fashion is also design. It's just something go on like when design become like a trend, like a wave, like a lot of people want to get it. It become like a fashion. So sometimes we feel like going to fashion is already the maybe higher trick. Yeah.
And now in this internet world, internet has become a cyberspace. It's become a very important part of all kinds of products. Are you also trying to maximize the use of cyberspace for your designs?
You mean
internet and so on?
Yeah, well, we use internet to have, of course, my advertisement exposure. For design, for the web those things, I think it's more like interface design, and which if I doing this, maybe not the part for technique. Or something like very skillful. If I making, maybe I just find a way, what people will like later or in the future, and which also I want to say it is not just something different or people want. I think there's also responsibility for a good designer or a good company. We have to make something that attract people to go in a better mind way.
But as a result of this global economic downturn, there are concerns that many industries are affected by this global economic downturn. Are you also concerned about that? Because now you're entering into this branding business, doing that this world is in trouble, appears to many people, right?
Well, I think if we are creating something that's unique and with real value of life or culture, I don't think it can goes to the end. I think it's really timeless value.
Many people say that many societies are now M-shaped society. There's a big group of rich people, but also a lot of poor people. And some people say that good brands or name brands are only for the rich people. Do you think that's the case, or are you also creating things for the poor people as well, or the middle class people as well?
Well, in the beginning, of course, I will create something. I'm sorry. In the beginning, I will create something luxury.
Luxury. Okay.
It's also my how to say, my professional, because till now I only co-op with luxury brands, and I got a good response there. And but later, I will create the price things as well. And they will have differences. I mean, it doesn't mean the product is with different value, but you just offer to different clients.
I know your company is based in Taichung, central part of Taiwan, but some people say that most of the dynamic city will be Taipei. So it will be better to compete in Taipei, to create a better market here and so on. What's your view about that?
Actually, I don't care where.
You don't care where it is? It doesn't matter?
Because my market will be the world. So anyway, I have to take the airplane.
So it doesn't really matter a lot where you are in Taipei or in Taichung, in any cities. No. It can be competitive.
Yes, I don't care. Yes, it's true.
And also, finally, as a designer, what's the, is the most beautiful dream for a designer? What do you want to have, when you retire?
Actually,
maybe it's too early to talk about retirement, but
don't worry.
As a designer, what would be the most beautiful dream for you?
Well, I think I say the common dreams for designer. Of course, every designer wants to create their own kingdom, but actually, for me, the kingdom for my brand is just a process. Yeah.
Process.
Because I win the branding award, then I create my brand. I mean, before I create help other brand. Now I help in mine. It's just my process. I just step by step, like you graduate from high school, then you go to college. That's it. It's the same. But actually, for my own self, I shift to designer. Actually, I name myself as an artist as well. I just want to before I die, I still enjoy my work.
I see.
Yeah.
What's the name of your brand?
In. Yeah. In. Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a brand for a new brand?
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, finally, if there's anything that you are hoping to accomplish in your design work, in terms of, in addition to creating your name brand, in terms of product, what's the most important product that you think you had to design to make yourself, happy forever?
The product itself, for women first, because I'm a woman, I know better. But maybe purse, start from purse or accessory. It's the things that I prefer first. Then the really thing I want to do actually is to promoting the Oriental culture of a woman's value to the world. It's some kind of a communication between Western and Chinese.
What's the most important part of women's value in Asia?
I think for a long time, Western people think we Asia girls, maybe we are more shy or we are not available to do things, maybe. We are always behind father, behind husband. I want to show the value, like actually it's our considering. And it's more considering which create some more things bigger or great. And so my friend or my product will show also considering and the cultural value.
Thank you very much for coming to our program, and wish you big success. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Taiwan Outlook, and see you next week. Thank you.